All right, folks, we're continuing the assembly of the Mark Brain board. I know, a lot of fun, huh? Right now, I'll still add passives in a minute, but I've already shown you a little bit of that. So now I'm going to add these little tiny switches. These are my reset and USB select switch. So really the only trick to these is make sure that you have the right switch, the right orientation, and just pop them into your board. It should be pretty easy to get these in the right direction. There's no polarization on them. So once you get them, you got them. Let's see if I can get you a little bit of a close-up on that. I have to look down at my macro pads. There we go. See those little guys? That's them. Now, they do tend to fall out when you have them upside down. So one of the things that you can do is bend these little tabs in or out to hold them in place. Or just solder them from this side. Nothing's gonna stop you from that. Actually, you know something? It doesn't need to be up that high. That'll help me focus it a little better. I'll just set it on these. So I'm going to put just a little bit of chip quick, a little tack flux here. And all you really need is one in to hold it in place, and then it's much easier to grab all these from the other side. So I'm going to start by tinning my tip, just because it's been a little while. Then, let's make sure I'm on screen for you. So heat it up, 1, 2, and then melt some solder in, 4, 5. Now I don't have the microscope on just yet, so I don't really know how I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we'll know if they're stuck, and they're not, so I did a bad job. So let's flip over to the microscope, because I unfortunately can't really see what I'm doing without it. Don't get old. Yep, my solder is floating on top of the pads. 1, 2, 3. Let's try that. And one over here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, those are locked in place now. Oh, we got a kitty on the prowl. He likes knocking stuff over. What can I say? It's the little things in life that brings a cat happiness, and testing that gravity is still working, that is one of them. So one of the nice things about, even though it's a little extra work, if I ever do need to get these switches out for any reason, it's much easier not having the pads bent over. Don't need a whole lot of flux, but without a pneumatic applicator, it is kind of hard to get out exactly as much as you want. Okay. Two, 3. 1, 2. Oh, too long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go back to this one. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't like it. these pads are acting a little dirty. I'll have to hit it with a little fiberglass before I do the next one, but that should be flowing a little better than what I'm seeing. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how it's floating on top there? It is not supposed to be floating on top there. If it's ever balling up, what that's telling you is that there's something the matter with your pad. It sure shouldn't be doing that. So let me give it some more flux. And let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, come on. Don't be that way. And let's see if we can get that other one in here. Two, 3, 5. Okay. That was pretty horrible soldering, I will say that. But sometimes you got to work the problem, right? So now I'm going to come back through with a fiberglass pin. And we'll see if that does anything to improve things. I don't know if it will or not, but we shall see. That's what we shall do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're still balling. I don't like that at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one was much better. And of course, that's the one in the corner that was covered by my head. Sorry. I have to be more mindful of what's on screen, I think. All right, here we go again. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Better. Gonna try touching up this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So this board is going to need a cleaning before I move on. I will do that in just a second. Must be some of this dry flux from yesterday that's given us issues. Okay, not great soldering, but these parts are flat and flush. So I will take it. There will be a little bit more to do before I move on. I'm going to take some isopropyl and clean up the backside and fiberglass all my traces, and then I'll see you back in a bit.